What's up, guys? Miticus here, the coach for the Boston Beedrills of the American Pokemon Association. Welcome to our team builder for week 3. It's been a long time since we had a team builder. Actually, it was like midway through season 3, I think, was the last time that we had a team builder. Got crunched for time that season, stopped doing the team builders, only started uploading the battles. In season 4, I didn't upload any team builders, and right now we're at the third week of season 5, and I'm bringing back the team builders for one specific reason. And I hope you enjoy watching the team builder, but more so it's for myself. In season 3, I started out 3-0, and I want to say that really the biggest reason was I had a team builder. So as I was going through each of the mons I selected, I would see little tweaks that I could fix to make them even more viable just by talking out loud. And so I'm hoping to kind of bring that that philosophy to this season where I'm struggling. I'm at 0-2 with a -5 differential. So really anything that I can do to change what direction this is going, I believe is going to help. So let's turn our attention to the layout. First and foremost, I want to welcome Dougie McBuckets, who is our opponent in this match. He's actually taking over for Coach WMR, the coach of the Miami Infernapes, who unfortunately we had to part ways with this week. It just wasn't working out. So Dougie came in, he graciously accepted the 11 mons that WMR had drafted, wasn't able to make any changes this week. So he is stuck with those 11 mons, whether he was comfortable with it or not. So thank you so much, Dougie, for making this transition as easy as it was. We really appreciate it. So let's look at the 11 mons that he has at his dispense here. We have the very powerful Lando, the even more powerful Mamoswine. He has Gramble, he has Chirom, Mega Sableye, Tornadus, Alakazam, Smeargle, Magneton, Quagsire, and Shuckle. So those are the 11 Pokemon that I had to create a formula with my 11 Pokemon, and I had to create something that could counteract all 11 of these mons. And I think with the help of a good friend of mine, I have that formula, I believe. So I'm going to stop right there. That good friend of mine is Panther. He is probably one of the best preppers and team builders in league format. And guys, I don't even mean this like for these little leagues like the APA. I mean, I'm very proud of the APA and to be a commissioner of the APA, and I'm very proud of what the APA has done, but we're still a very small league compared to the GBA, the UCL, the MPA, stuff like that. I personally believe Panther could give anybody in one of those major leagues a run for their money on team building. I believe it without a doubt. So, and he's always been successful in the APA. Always had a winning record, always made the playoffs, has one championship under his belt from season 1. Made it to the championship last season when he was beat by Banded Caterpie, who was the reigning champ for season 3. So, with that knowledge, I really feel like this team has a great chance to give us our first win of the season. So, first off, let's just start over on my team real quick. We have Volcanion. Now, Volcanion has a unique set, I think, in my opinion. I think I may have seen it ran once or twice. I actually want to say that I saw Banded Caterpie run this set back in season 3, or maybe it was season 4. But Sunny Day, Solar Beam, Fire Blast, Steam Eruption, what power that is if I'm able to get that Sunny Day off. Oh, goodness gracious. It's going to put extreme pressure on Dougie at the very beginning. In the perfect scenario, I leave Volcanion. He leads Mega Sableye. At that point, I am able to fire off a Sunny Day for pretty much free, unless he has Toxic. And at that point, yeah, it puts a timer on me, but really I only need a few shots here and there, and I think I can work with that. So, fire off a Sunny Day. I can start firing off Fire Blast, which definitely 2-hit KOs everything on his team, and pretty much OHKOs the majority of his team. Got that Solar Beam there that's going to be able to just fire off immediately, and if he thinks that Quagsire is a safe switch into Volcanion, he has another thing coming. That Solar Beam is going to OHKO him. It's going to OHKO the next Quagsire. It's going to OHKO the next Quagsire. I mean, it's going to exterminate the entire family of Quagsire. That Solar Beam is. So I'm pretty excited to use that. Another thing Volcanion is going to do is, if for some reason that doesn't quite work out the way I want it to, when Quagsire does come in, and Quagsire starts firing off Scalds, I am free to switch in Volcanion, get that Water Absorb, get a little bit of HP back, and give him a little bit more viability later on in the match. Do have to watch out for those Earth Powers. That is one thing I definitely have to watch out for. I am running the Walking Berry on Volcanion. I thought about either the Walking Berry or the berry for ground type attacks. Still could go to the ground type attack, so if you end up seeing that in the battle, just know that I was thinking about switching. But the Walking Berry is going to allow me to take a T-Bolt from the Magneton. It's not going to feel great, but if he stays in, I'm gonna definitely destroy him with that Fire Blast as long as I hit it. So that's the set for Volcanion, aka Pompeii. We're going to run him with 224 HP, 28 in defense. Actually, hold on one second. That is not the right spread here at all. Let me actually fix that real quick. Looks like Showdown might have messed up my spreads there. So let me just pull up what spreads that I'm supposed to be running here. It's actually just supposed to be 248 HP, 252 special attack. Actually, that doesn't sound right either. But actually, I think that is right. I think that is right. And then we were going to run 8 in special defense. That looks more right. I hope it is. I will have to go over that and make sure that's the right spreads that we came up with. But I believe that's right. Okay, so let's go over to our next guy that we're bringing, and that is Roger Rabbit, the Diggersby, who is going to be carrying a different kind of set than I typically run. Typically, I'm going to run the Scarf Diggersby with Earthquake, U-Turn, Knockoff, and let's see, Earthquake, Return, Knockoff, and U-Turn. I think I said everything that I was supposed to say there. And it looks like it messed up his spreads as well, which is really unfortunate. Showdown is apparently giving me some issues today, because that's not even close to being right. He's actually supposed to be on 64 in HP, 252 in attack, 192 right here, and minus in special attack is right. And where was I? Okay, cool. So that's got it right there. Going to be running a Lumberry for so basically this is what me and Panther decided that Diggersby would do in this battle. If at some point the Mega Sableye starts setting up on me and I can't control it and I can't do anything with it, Diggersby can actually come in, Swords Dance, the Will-O-Wisp is going to get me, I'm going to pop my Lumberry, and then I'm going to Earthquake twice. I believe that's the way it was thought out, and that's gonna kill the Sableye, even if it's fully defensive in HP and defense. So pretty excited about that. Obviously Diggersby is going to be a huge threat after Swords Dance. I am going to run Quick Attack just in case I do have another situation where I can throw in Diggersby, Swords Dance, and maybe start Quick Attacking things and just honestly watching them drop, because after a Swords Dance, nothing really wants to take a Quick Attack from Diggersby, except for some of his more bulky mons. So on to the next one is our Defogger, because if you look at his team, we do see a Shuckle and a Smeargle, both going to be an issue with the hazards. Now he's only going to bring one of them. He's only going to bring one, obviously, but I need that defog, because if he starts setting webs with Shuckle or Smeargle, and I don't have a Defogger, I pretty much lose. So it's very important that I keep Scizor alive. Just running Leftovers, Technician, Roost, Bullet Punch, Defog, Swords Dance, no Bug Stab. I could hit like, you know, what's it? Oh, Sableye. Sableye could hit decently hard with a Bug Bite, especially after a Swords Dance, but more than likely I'm going to get Willowed anyway. So I decided not to do that. I want to make sure that this is the right EVs. I believe it is for Scizor that I wanted. Yeah, so that is actually the correct EV set that I wanted for Scizor. And Scizor with Bullet Punch, I mean, he does a tremendous amount to Mamoswine. Definitely scares out Gramble. Now, Gramble could carry the Fire Punch, which I have to be very, very careful about, because more than likely he will run that Fire Punch. Bullet Punch actually does a tremendous amount to Tornadus, and Bullet Punch is going to do quite a bit to Alakazam. So that is going to be Scizor. He's going to be mostly our Defogger, and if we get an opportunity to use him offensively, we will with that Swords Dance. But I really honestly don't look for that to happen. He's really just going to be there to revenge kill a few things. If I bring Alakazam down to a Sash or something like that, if he's running a Sash Alakazam, that will be what Scizor is there for. Then we have King Boo. King Boo serves a few important roles on this squad. First of all, if Smeargle is running Spore, Gourgeist comes in, takes that Absorb, and really can either Toxic something if he hasn't Mega Evolved yet with his Sableye, or I can just start wearing things down with Bullet Seed. You know, his answer to Gourgeist will probably be either Tornadus, could be an assortment of different things, honestly, but he doesn't have a lot of recovery on his team, with the exception of Quagsire and Sableye. So they both run Recover, but I don't think anything else has any recovery. So anything that comes in and takes 3 to 5 Bullet Seeds, you know, I'm going to like that. That's going to be great. I need to change that ability. No, the Frisk is right. Yeah, cool. Okay, I wanted to make sure that ability was right. So Gourgeist serves a few different purposes. He's also a perfect check to Quagsire. Quagsire can't do anything to Gourgeist at all. I can also switch in Gourgeist on Gramble, and Gramble can't really do anything either. Now, obviously, if Gramble's running Heal Bell, Toxic's not going to really be too much of a threat to it. But on the off chance that he's not running Heal Bell, maybe I can Toxic that Gramble and then put a timer on it. Gramble does kind of pose a little bit of a threat to my team, just because of the bulk that it has and the Intimidate and all that good stuff. So with Gramble gone, it kind of really opens the doors for me to do a few things. Then we have Tesla, Raikou, who did really well week 1. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get the win for us. If I'd have brought a calm mindset like I am bringing this time, I do believe I would have got that win week 1. Unfortunately, that's not the case. My thoughts with Raikou is I have the Aura Spear there for Mamoswine in case he decides that he wants to switch in Mamoswine, and I feel like that's coming. I can click Aura Spear. Now, if he doesn't bring in Mamoswine on Raikou, Aura Spear can still hit decently well a few different things. Thunderbolt, if for some reason, you know, I feel like I can hit Tornadus with a Thunderbolt, that would be great. Alakazam doesn't want to take a Thunderbolt. Gramble, Kyurem, but Raikou's there again to set up and maybe sweep late game once some of those immunities are out of the way. Also carrying the HP Ice. HP Ice is going to be able to hit the Lando super effectively, Tornadus, a few different things there. So I don't know if Raikou will put in that much use. Another thing that Raikou can do is possibly, very, very possibly come in and Calm Mind up with Sableye and knock him out. After 2 hits, I think, especially if I get like a pair or something like that. So Raikou is there. He can do a few things. He can definitely chase out the Tornadus. He can definitely chase out well, he can't really chase out the Lando. I might outspeed Lando. I think I do. So he actually may chase out the Lando because people know that Raikou does carry Hidden Power Ice. So it's kind of a scary thing there, because if he's running Scarf Lando, that's not going to end well for me. So I got to be careful with that. Raikou's definitely got very, very few opportunities in this match, but I do think that he can put in enough pressure in certain areas to definitely give us a little bit of an edge. Last and not least, may be the most valuable player on this team, and that is the new Pokemon that I picked up this week. I dropped Exploud and I picked up Scrafty, and Scrafty is a really, really, really good Mamoswine check. Not only because of the bulk that it has and the HP that it has, but it's also got some really, really amazing abilities. And for Mamoswine, that Intimidate is going to be crucial. I went back and forth, thought about running Shed Skin for like the Thunder Wave on Gramble, the Will-O-Wisp and Toxic on Sableye, and different status moves that his team has. Ended up being that I don't really have an answer for Mamoswine other than Scrafty. So Scrafty had to be my dedicated Mamoswine answer. I have to keep Scrafty alive and well to beat that Mamoswine. Scrafty basically takes nothing coming in on Mamoswine. Chases it out every single time. I'm running Drain Punch, Crunch, Super Fang, and Ice Punch. So Ice Punch to hit Lando, Tornadus. That's probably it. Super Fang is interesting because more than likely, if he has Mamoswine in, I come in with Scrafty. I get hit probably by like an Earthquake or something like that, or an Icicle Crash from Mamoswine. Chase it out immediately. Probably his answer is to go into Gramble. Could go into Tornadus, but more than likely into Gramble to probably take like a Drain Punch. And more than likely, I'm not going to hit Drain Punch. I'm going to hit Super Fang, because whatever comes in, unless it's the Sableye, which is obviously immune to Super Fang, I'm going to get rid of half of its HP right then and there. It's going to hit the Quagsire hard. It's going to hit the Shuckle hard. It's going to hit the Magneton hard. Anything that comes in, 50% gone right then and there. And I'm running a very, very bulky Scrafty, because there's no reason to run an offensive one, honestly. And it looks like it got rid of my EVs right here. So let me make sure this is right. Yeah, definitely got rid of my EVs. So I'm actually running... actually, that might be right. No? Let's see. Hold on one second here. 252. 252. And I'm going to run 4 in attack. So, I'm not really sure what's going on with Showdown. It keeps messing up my EVs. But hopefully that is right. I need to run it Impish, I believe. Yeah. So, running him Impish, full bulk. He's not going to take anything from Mamoswine. He can actually take a few hits from some other things as well. If I ever do get to hit Mamoswine, I'm going to get all my health back. I wanted to run a Dragon Dancing Scrafty so bad. But honestly, I didn't really see any opportunities to set up and sweep with it. So maybe in the future sometime we can run the Dragon Dancing Scrafty set. Want to make sure real quick, guys, while we're sitting here looking at all this, that my EVs are all right, because it's kind of scary that my EVs got all messed up here. Okay, yeah. So, guys, that is the team we're bringing. Just because I want to predict what he's bringing, I want to say that he's going to bring for sure the Mamoswine. I think he's definitely going to bring the Mega Sableye. I think he's probably going to bring the Gramble. I think he is probably going to bring, let's see, I think Smeargle definitely gives him the most options. I'm really afraid of a setup Smeargle, like a Tail Glow Baton Pass. That could be a really huge issue. Really huge issue. Next, I think he'll go Tornadus. I would say Lando, but he has the Mamoswine. But excuse me. But I could see him running double Intimidates with Gramble and Lando to stop Diggersby, to stop Scrafty, to stop Scizor. So could definitely do that. And then I'm thinking probably the Quagsire. Probably the Quagsire. So I mean, he definitely has some weapons. Definitely a scary team. But I do think that he leaves those 5 on the bench and he brings the 6 that are on the layout now. We'll have to see what it is on game day. Guys, leave me some comments below on how I can improve these team builders. I tried to go as in depth as I could without any notes in front of me, just kind of off the top of my head. Smash that like button. Let me know that you enjoy these team builders and I'll keep doing them. Team builders, like I said, they take a lot of time to do. I enjoy them, but they take a lot of time to do. But hey, if they pay off and I start winning my matches and I start getting some likes on these things, I'll definitely start putting them out every week. But alright guys, I will see you on game day. Today is Tuesday, December the 6th. I believe that me and Dougie are battling on Saturday. So hopefully we'll have a battle video up on Sunday. Guys, I'll see you game day. Make sure you leave a like. Peace.